Go into your working folder and open up lockhide.ai. It's just a simple image, and I do have some things I want to talk about control. This chapter has kind of been about control, hasn't it? Now let me do this. Let me bring the layers panel up here, something like that. We are going to get more into layers and a lot of the things we're talking about now, but let's just look at what we have. I've got a butterfly and I've got a flower and I have like a, I don't know, mosaic background, whatever. And what I want to do, let's say, is work on, I want to know, the butterfly. Have you ever done this? You come over thinking you've selected, say, the butterfly to move it, but you wind up selecting something else, and I hate it when that happens, and you move the wrong thing. That's why I love undo. I wish life had an undo button, but nobody has figured that out yet. So I've moved the wrong thing. I undo, I put it back. No harm, no foul. But what I want to do maybe is lock the background so I don't accidentally do that. Now, one way we could do that would be to first select the background. It is in a group. We'll talk about that later, but it's in a group. I can go up to the word object and go down to lock and lock selection. Well, it's now locked. I can't move it. I can grab the butterfly. I can grab the flower. I can move those, but I cannot move or manipulate that. If you want to turn that off, come back to object and say unlock all. And now we're back to, well, normal. But there is a much easier way to do that. This layer right here, everything is in one layer. Now, I wouldn't necessarily recommend that, to be honest with you. You use layers to control things. Typically, I would have a layer for the butterfly, a layer for the flower, and a layer for the background, and then I could do all the control I want. But this is Illustrator, and these are objects. If I click the triangle right here, you can see I've put these into 3 groups. Again, we'll talk about grouping later. But if I want to lock the background, which is this one right here, just click here. You don't have to go up here. Just click there, and it locks the background. Now, here's another thing. Turn it off. Let's say I am working on the background, but the butterfly and the flower are getting in the way. Now, one way we could do this is we could select the flower and select the butterfly, go up to the word object and go down to hide selection, and, well, they're hidden. But if we come back up, let's go ahead and show all. The easier way to do that, assuming you've got these things grouped together, is to expand out that layer. And basically, let me go ahead and unselect those. Just come over here and turn them off here. Illustrator is an object-oriented program. So even though I have everything in one single layer, don't try to do this in Photoshop, I still have control over the pieces. Multiple layers would actually be a better scenario. It doesn't increase file size. But anytime you need to work on something, if you have a problem, you do have the ability to do things like locking and hiding to get what you want. It's that simple.